anytime you bring up Justin Fields' future with the Chicago Bears, should they trade him? Should they build around him? There's always a lot of back and forth. And Justin Fields, to me, he's not a bad quarterback. He definitely is a starter in this league, although not really a very good one, but one that has a lot of potential. And after the Bears lost to the Browns, they asked DJ Moore about Justin Fields' future, and he said, bro, like, stop asking me about Justin Fields pretty much. He was like, I like Justin Fields, and I think he's a pretty good quarterback. And when I watch him play, he's not a good quarterback in my eyes, but that is DJ Moore's teammate, so of course he's going to say that. But I do see a quarterback that has shown the potential to be an MVP caliber QB in this league. It's just that he's really inconsistent. And when he's on, but when he's off, he's really bad. And he hasn't won a lot of games as a starting quarterback. And when you get drafted in the first round, the expectation is that you're able to overcome some level of dysfunction. All right, and Justin Fields, for him to need all these weapons and need all these things to go in his favor for him to have success, you know, it kind of just further amplifies the reason why the Bears should just trade him and start over with Caleb Williams. You see, Caleb Williams right now will be a better quarterback than what Justin Fields is. He's better at reading the field, and he's more accurate. And before you hit me with that, man, he never played a single down in the NFL. If you watch the certain throws that Caleb Williams makes, they translate to the NFL. When you can throw receivers open with anticipation and you can read defenses in college, that translates in the NFL. Justin Fields wasn't as good as a prospect coming out of Ohio State as what Caleb Williams was. Plus, you get the restart with the rookie quarterback, and then you can still continue to build your team up. You're going to have cap space. It's not like you can't sign players in free agency. Why do people think that the only way to build your team up is through the draft? Like, drafting Caleb Williams doesn't mean that they can't sign nobody in free agency. And you can even get maybe a second-round pick in return for Justin Fields. It's not that the dude is terrible. He's just inconsistent. And if you can give him to the right organization with the head coach that can know what to do with him, then he could potentially be a top 10 quarterback. The problem is that Chicago, I don't believe that, honestly, they know what the hell to do with Justin Fields. They don't know how to fully use this guy's skill set. They try to make this dude something that he's not. He's not a pocket passer. They should allow this dude to run the football more. We need more quarterback powers and QB counters with Justin Fields. The dude is damn near a running back when he's in the open field. There's not a lot of defensive backs that are trying to tackle him. He's like 220-something pounds. You think any cornerbacks nowadays want to try to tackle that? They don't even want to tackle Anthony Richardson, man. Let that boy Justin Fields go and be Justin Fields, but I don't ever believe that Justin Fields is ever going to have that luxury. Luke Getsy is an awful play caller. Awful. This dude doesn't know how to use Justin Fields. I'd rather see Justin Fields go to Atlanta with Arthur Smith. But Arthur Smith, even though he may not know how to use B. John Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London, he should at least know how to use Justin Fields. Hell, you give him the Kevin O'Connell? Oh my goodness. Ain't no telling what Kevin O'Connell will be able to do with a guy like Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields isn't one of those quarterbacks that you can just plug into every offense. But with a good offensive mind, he can build an offense around what Justin Fields does well. You see, Luke Getsy and company, they don't know how to use this dude, which is why they need to start over and get a quarterback who can make things a lot more easier on them. And if they get rid of Matt Eberflus, if you're a new head coach, why would you want to bank your future on Justin Fields? He's not a dude who you drafted. And you got to remember that the majority of quarterbacks that have been bust the past decade, like Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota, they have to overcome numerous coaching staff changes. Marcus Mariota had 2 head coaches, Mike Vrabel, Mike Mularkey, and nearly a new OC every damn season. Jameis Winston had 3 head coaches. When you don't have stability on the coaching staff, it ruins a young quarterback's development. The only QB in recent memory that's been able to overcome instability on the coaching staff has been Justin Herbert, and even then, this season, he had a down season relative to what we've seen out of him in previous years. Justin Fields needs a fresh start. If I'm a new head coach and I take this Bears job, I'd rather get Drake May or Caleb Williams. I don't want to try to make something out of a quarterback that I don't really know what I'm going to get. And if I'm a head coach and I got to take extra time to build an offense around this dude, why do that when I can just draft somebody who easier fits what I want to do offensively? And that's the reality that Bears fans don't want to admit about this situation. It's a lot harder to win with a guy like Justin Fields that has his kind of struggles than it is to win with him if you don't really have a great offensive-minded coach. Justin Fields, I think he's one of the most talented players in the league. He got voted in the top 100 for a reason. He's my favorite player in the league right now. Why do you think he's my YouTube cover photo? I love Justin Fields. He won me my fantasy league worth $300 back in 2022 with how he played in fantasy football. So I got a lot of admiration for Justin Fields, and I watched him when he was playing in high school. He was on a Quarterback One documentary. If you've never seen QB1, go on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix, and look up QB1 Beyond the Lights and go look at the season that Justin Fields was featured in. I like Justin Fields, and the players like him too. But Chicago just doesn't know how to use this dude, and it's not looking really good for him. He got outplayed by Joe Flacco. When you're a first-round quarterback, you should not be getting outplayed by somebody's grandpa, man. Joe Flacco, my nickname for him is Grandpa Flacco. He threw 3 interceptions, and the Bears still lost the game. That's unacceptable. Justin Fields needs a fresh start. Now, I'm not saying that Justin Fields is this great quarterback, but I do believe that he is at least a low-end starter, at least right now. Not because he's not talented, because you don't really know if there's going to be the right head coach who can put it all together with him. And Chicago is just would be an extra hassle to hire a new head coach if you're him and try to figure out a way to make it work when you can just draft somebody who just is a better fit for your system. You can't make a quarterback fit in your offense if he doesn't fit what you want to do schematically. If he's not a drop back passer that can throw the football 35 times a game by breaking down and analyzing and dissecting defenses, then you can't ask him to ever become that. So I think Chicago should move on from Justin Fields, start over again, especially if you're going to start over at head coach. And if you're Matt Eberflus, if you get another year and you can fire Luke Getsy, why not go ahead and move on from Justin Fields and just try to start over? It would make things a lot easier for you. You're a defensive-minded coach anyway. You don't need the kind of quarterback that Justin Fields is that requires all these special tweaks and, adaptations to the offense for. You need to hire your offensive coordinator, get you a new quarterback, draft one, either Caleb Williams or Drake May. Either one will suffice. And, maybe get a Malik Neighbors in the draft or Rome Odunze, and you're rolling. Oh, well, we need offensive line, bro. You can get offensive line in free agency. Like, damn, why do people forget about free agency? Is the draft the only way to address your team? So, Justin Fields, I'm hoping for the best for your brother. I want to see you out of the Windy City. I would love to see you in Atlanta, and I wouldn't mind you being a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll definitely take you over Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, and definitely Kenny Pickett.